cek mic dulu. Yo, cek mic, cek mic. Belum keluar notif. Oke, aman lah, semoga. Main.
Oke, こんな風に暇をもてあそぶことになるとは笑えるな。
Oke, semua normal. Gak jadi hujan ternyata.
Mudah.
Hashitashi. Oke.
Bisa. 逃げ道はあります。
ご助力を。
風の赴くままにお道を散らまく惜しみ。
海のちぎりよ。やっ。ふっ。はっ。
見切りました。 行こう。よっ。それ。
ソーラン来い来い。
風の行く先を、風の雲の行くごと。
無我の境地。やっ、裁きの雷。ひゅっ。
ご助力
お道散らまくおしん。
稲光、すなわち永遠なり。そこ。ストップ。
ご安心を。
いざ。
Hai bang, hai juga bro Juki. Terima kasih sudah mampir. Halo bang, halo bro Budiono. Terima kasih sudah mampir.
それそこだ雲が足りなく
深海のカゴ。はっはっせいやっ。
風の赴くままにおいもみちらを
Tolong deh, pas bang. Bentar ya bro.
風を
Bentar.
ご助力を。おっふっへいそれやっおっ
見切りました
Pengguna, terima kasih sudah support.
Ikimashou.
ID kamu yang mana bro? Kita udah berteman belum? Add friend. Terbang aku login. Siap. Kalau gitu bentar ya, aku ngabisin 1 kali domain lagi baru aku bisa lega. 1 kali aja. Nanti share aja bro UID kamu. Oke. Aku beli akun tadi cepet zombie sama itu. Oke. Cepet itu berapa bro? Aku nggak tahu.
いざ
100.000, 50.000,
裁きの雷
ご安心を。
200.000.
はっ雲が足りなく時逃げ道はありません風の赴くままにと風の雲の行くごと
Bentar ya.
ご助力。
裁きの雷風の行く先を
海のちぎりよ。はっふっ行きました。はっはっはっ
逃げ道はありません風を
Ya bentar ya. Keluar dari ini dulu apa?
裁きの雷無我の境地しほっよっ
Bentar ya. Oke, langsung ya bro. 3506 327. Oke. Hei, bentar, belum siap, belum siap. Astaga, belum siap. Gimana cara aku hancurin coba?
行こう。
Oke, kabur dulu. Belum siap. Astaga. Pakai apa ya? Hore.
流通のために作られた船は港に止まる。だからリーウェはあらゆる富が沈着する場所だ。
Oke.
「旅はいつか終わりを迎える。慌てる必要はない。」
kayak itu ya.
刀は技を支え、ピクピク。
Pakai item saja. Gak ada yang jarak jauh. Belum bisa full buat Yoimiya.
Go安心を。
逃げ道はありません。いや、ここより弱滅の時。見切りました。やった。
Ini nih.
Sabakiの雷。
ご助力を。やった
ー。やって。そこ見切りました。逃げ道はありません。
Buset. Ini bro, hancurkan.
ご安心を。
裁きの雷、無我の境地。追いつけまい。
Ya kenapa enggak dimainin? N45 hold, sip. Oke. Duh gatel. Batu siapa lagi ya? nikahin aja lah. $1.600. Misal dapat 1, 5, 1.6 dapat 200. Dapat cuma 1.000 doang. Nantilah.
これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるもん。
Ini 54. Iya 54. Oke 53 malahan. Sambil itu aja deh. Sambil mancing. Siapa tahu nanti ada yang mau minta bantuan.
手元に葉があるのなら拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。 これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。
Gila.
雨降る風の中、ふるさとを思う。拙者と故郷のつながりはもうこの刀のみでござる。行こう。
勝利は目の。おお、いいものが釣れたな。よし、もうすぐ何が釣れたんだ。おいらにも見せてくれ。おお、勝利は目の。何が釣れたんだ。おいらにも見せてくれ。あと少し。よく頑張ったな。
Astaga, kecepatan.
手元に葉があるのなら拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。 これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。手元に葉があるのなら拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。
この島には何か大切なものが欠けている。
不思議でしょ？島の大切なものが欠けたなんて。突然蒸発しちゃったのかな？一体何のことだろ
おいしいものに決まってるぞ。渡積島では作物が育たないから、きっとおいしいものが欠けてるんだ。
う。へえ、美味しいものかい？君はどう？一番に思いついたのは？僕もそう思ってたんだけど、あれから同じ夢を何度も見たんだ。しかも不思議なことに、ここを離れると夢を見なくなる。本当にただの夢だったんだろうかと、僕はますます興味が湧いた。夢は 神々が差し伸べる救いの手だっていう人がいる。いい解釈だと思わない？でも僕からすれば、夢と神々は無関係さ。夢っていうのは実は人の直感によるものなんだ。僕の勘が教えてくれた。この島の何か大切なものがシュンって突然蒸発したってね。それで僕はこの依頼を引き受けることにした。調査すれば何か不思議な発見がある。そんな予感がしたからね。でも残念ながらまだほとんど進展がないんだ。それはわからない。僕はただこいつらの行動が不審だったから後を追うために捕まったふりをしたんだ。そこで君が現れた。気にしないで。自分を責めなくていい。こいつらはただの雑魚さ。僕にとっては君の到来の方がよっぽど大事なんだよ。君なら答えに導いてくれる予感がする。そうだ、僕の相棒にならない？一緒にこの謎を解いてみようよ。もちろんそれも分かっているよ。でも一つ聞くけど、奉行所は僕に何をしてほしいんだい？だったら大したことじゃないよ。どうせつまらない仕事が溜まって人手不足になったから僕を思い出しただけだろう。せっかくここに来たんだから、一緒にこの謎を解き明かそうよ。全部終わったら奉行所に帰るもよし、他の場所に行くもよし、全部君の言う通りにするから。どうだい？僕が心配？リュウジ以外ありえないよ。でもそこまで言うのなら分かった。まずは一緒に奉行所に戻ろうか。渡積島の件はその後でも遅くない。ほっよっ。
行こう。しっはっ。
おお、平蔵兄さん、やっと帰ってきたんですね。兄さんが戻ってこないと奉行所のみんなが困ってしまいますよ。
僕が帰ってくるたびに上杉は毎回そう言うよね。でも今回は確かになんだか空気がおかしい。
僕は嘘をついたりしません。今回は九条様が罪を咎めに来たんですよ。おとなしくしていないと。
は？どういうこと？どうしてあの女が来るんだい？
鹿の院同心、やっと帰ってきたか。何をやっていた？真面目に答えてもらうぞ。
僕はただ事件調査のために出かけていて。
お茶を濁そうとするな。奉行所の記録を調べたが、一件も引き受けてないじゃないか。
本当だって、個人的に引き受けた事件だったんだ。この二人が証明してくれるよ。
旅人にパイモン、なぜここに？
平蔵はオイラたちが連れて帰ってきたんだぞ。
連れて帰る？どういうことだ？
その九条沙羅様、実は鹿の院平蔵が見つからなかったため、 探偵所のリュウジさんにお願いしたのです。しかし間もなくリュウジさんから報告が来て、この任務を旅人に引き渡したとのことでしてその後は。
以前は我々奉行所が失踪事件を解決していたというのに、今や他の者の手を借りねばならんとは。鹿の院同心、お前には驚かされた。
それほどでも将兵と民衆はお互い助け合わないとね。
なんだか変なことを調べてたけど、調査してたのは確かだぞ。しかもノブシ衆と宝刀団に捕まったふりまでしてたんだぜ。
そうなのか。お前たちが証言した以上、私ももう問わない。そうだ、せっかくお前がここにいるんだ。一つお願いがある。鹿の院同心の臨時観察役として、二度と怠慢を働かぬよう見張っていてくれないか。相応の報酬を用意するよう奉行所に伝えておく。
ええ、旅人さんにはきちんとお礼をさせていただきます。
平蔵の表情を見ろよ。なんだか嬉しそうだぞ。
鹿の院同心、今回は旅人のおかげだと思え。私はそう簡単にごまかされないからな。お前に対する苦情の手紙だ。持ち帰ってどうするかきちんと考えるんだな。二度とこんなものを私の目に触れさせるな。
苦情が来てたんだ。どうしてだろ
う。ろくに仕事してないからついに嫌われたんじゃないのか。
いや、おかしいですよ。お二人はご存知ないかもしれませんが、さっきは九条沙羅様に叱られていたものの、実は平蔵先輩は最も多くの事件を最も迅速に解決する凄腕なんです。先輩の手柄のおかげで昇進した上司だって何人かいますし、平蔵先輩は決して怠けてなんかいませんよ。
じゃあきっと問題を起こしたんだろう。
とりあえずどんな内容なのか確認しよう。そうだ、僕の臨時観察役を引き受けたんだよね。ほら、あそこが事件の書類を置く机だよ。先に対処が必要な事件を洗い出してくれる？もちろんそうだけど、その前に何のことか、本当のことかどうかを確認しないとね。だから書類の方をお願いするよ。
雨降る風の中、ふるさとを思う。拙者と故郷のつながりはもうこの刀のみでござる。手元に葉があるのなら、拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。これほど美しき景色を見れば、おのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。 音に葉があるのなら拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。
鹿の院の詐欺防止劇場ってなんだか面白そうだな。そんな変な名前の犬がいるのかよ。まさかまたあいつじゃないよな。
書類はもう読めたよね。何か気になるものはあった？難しい話じゃなさそうだから上杉に任せよう。苦情の手紙の方が大事だからね。僕の頭を悩ませるぐらいだから君に迷惑をかけるつもりなんかなかった。でもふと思ったんだ。君がいればなんとかなるかもしれないって。
早く苦情の内容を教えろよ。
サンゴからの苦情なんだ。彼女とは会ったことがあるだろ。万端サンゴ探偵所の所長だ。そうなんだ。この手紙には僕が私利私欲のために権力を行使し龍二事件の真相を隠蔽したって書かれている。まったく僕がそんな奴に見えるかい？
お、真相の隠蔽か？お前はやりそうだな。
人を見た目で判断しないでよね。とりあえず探偵所に行って膝を突き合わせて話をしよう。
ないのでしょうか。
創作料理を試食してみて。
参ったな。新人冒険者はいつも同じ過ちを繰り返す。
雨降る風の中、ふるさとを。たっはっそれ。
雨の魔流の極意。水滴が石を動かす技術みたいと。全身全霊を適しにこそ。
平蔵さん、やっとお帰りになったんですね。ご無事で何よりです。早速カツ丼を買ってきましょう。長い間帰ってませんでしたし、食べたかったんじゃないですか。
それはまた今度にしよう。リュウジ、それより僕に何か起こればいいと期待していた人があそこにいるみたいだ。どうやらまた失望させてしまったらしいね。
あらあら、これは名探偵鹿の院平蔵じゃない。何のことをおっしゃっているのやら。私は心配していたのよ。わざわざ見舞いの手紙まで書いて天領奉行に送ったわ。どう？上の人から褒められたかしら。
ああ、参りました。また始まってしまったようです。
サンゴ所長、今日は旅人も来ているし、時間の無駄はやめない？何か言いたいことがあるなら直接言ってよ。
あら、珍しく話が早いじゃない。いいわ。私の要求は簡単よ。龍二事件の詳細を全て公開し、真実を隠そうとするのをやめて、この事件を私に徹底的に調査させてちょうだい。
一つ、あの事件はもう解決している。二つ、奉行所が持っている全ての資料は公開済み。三つ。
はい、そこまで。それで騙せるのは龍二くらいよ。この後に及んでそんな態度を貫く気なら、また天領奉行府に手紙を書くわ。この事件、私は諦めないから。
待
てよ。ちゃんと話してくれ。何が何だか、おいら全然わかんないぞ。
はあ、私が説明いたしましょう。何年も前、奉行所で悪質な殺害事件が発生しました。当時私はまだ天領奉行にいたのですが、亡くなったのは私がとても尊敬していた上司だったのです。いろんな理由から私は事件の第一容疑者にされてしまいました。これこそがいわゆる龍二事件です。それと当時の平蔵さんはまだ奉行所ではなく探偵所に勤めていました。その名も万端珊瑚平蔵探偵所。
そんなことがあったのか。じゃあなんで平蔵は探偵所を離れたんだよ。
龍二事件の後、私はすぐに有罪となり牢に入れられました。幸い珊瑚所長が直ちに手を差し伸べてくださり、私の疑いを晴らして犯人を捕まえてくれましたが、
でも当時の犯人は偽物に過ぎなかった。そうでしょ、名探偵鹿の院。
当時捜査があまりにも順調に進みすぎていたために、所長は真犯人が別にいるのではないかと疑ったのです。もちろん平蔵さんも捜査に協力しましたが、いつまでたっても進展はありませんでした。その後平蔵さんはいっそ奉行所の内部で潜入捜査をしようと決意し、それが探偵所を離れた原因にもなりました。
最初は私もそう思ってたわよ。この鹿の院は私と同じく真実を追求する同志なんだってね。でも買いかぶりすぎだったわ。こいつは自分の信念なんて全くないやつだった。ただ官僚の地位に目がくらんで、そこに入る口実を探してただけ。
ちょっと悪く言い過ぎなんじゃない？その話いくつか訂正がある。一つ、僕が奉行所に入った頃には事件からすでにだいぶ経ってた。至って普通の転職ってやつさ。内部に潜入して調査しようとしたなんて勝手な憶測は一部の人の思い込みだ。二つ、僕も興味があったから奉行所であの事件について詳しく調べた。結論、サンゴが捕まえた人が真犯人に間違いなかった。三つ、サンゴ所長は僕の結論を信用せず、奉行所の持つ事件の全資料を公開するよう求めた。僕はその通りにしたし、隠蔽なんかしていない。以上。
そんなの嘘だわ。
でも今日は問題を解決するために来た。今日は旅人が僕の観察役なんだ。観察役には奉行所すべての書類を見る権利がある。
Biar kelar
彼女
semua
が事件の再調
sebelum
査に協
Semeru.
力してくれて、僕と同じ結論を導き出したら、もう僕を疑う必要もないでしょ。
へえ。
おや、旅人ですら信じられないのかい？まさかそんなわけないよね。
旅人の実力と品格は私も認めているわ。 私が考えているのは君が横から妨害するかどうか。
mencari sumber
そんなもの
pengharapan.
に興
Iya,
味ないね。
決して旅人を誘導することなく
pengharapan.
彼女一人で真実を調査させると保証しなさい。
Walaupun sedikit.
問題ないよ。保証する。
旅人、手伝ってくれないかしら。龍二事件をもう一度調査し、最後の真実を突き止めてほしいの。
Setelah mengharap,
報酬については
banyak
好きなだけ言いなさい。
makanya
所長
kerjain semua
話を好きなだけ
確かにお金は大事だけれど、真実を追求することこそ私が探偵所を立ち上げた意義なの。龍二事件は私が唯一失敗した案件。このためならどんな代償だって厭わないわ。お願いね、旅人。名探偵鹿の院平蔵、今に見てなさい。
はいはい、わかったって。そんなに大声出して隣の子供が泣いたらどうするんだい。さあ、奉行所へ戻ろう。
Alright, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archives to get the case files. For now, why don't you go and chat with Yoriki Owada over there? He worked on this case too back in the day. No, you misunderstand. It's not that I want you to look into this. It's just that you're the only one who can. You're the only one I can think of who Sangha would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities and abilities, so I hope your findings can finally convince her and put an end to this whole thing. Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows what she'll do in the future. Alright, I'll go get those case files. You go ahead and talk to Yoriki Owada for a while.
Oh, hello there. The Ryuji case. Oh, so you want to reinvestigate that one? That was several years ago now, but I still remember it clearly. It's pretty hard to forget something like that. Especially when the victim was the head of this police station. His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He was really one of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryou Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. Who would have guessed someone was plotting against him? People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuji saw Takatsukasa Isamu like a father. Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. It was Isamu who really took him under his wing. Ryuji was simple and not particularly bright, but he was very loyal to those who treated him well. He's also hard-working. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him and decided to keep Ryuji by his side. Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really think Ryuji would do anything to harm him?
So, then why was Ryuji convicted? Even Paimon can tell that's a mistake.
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received his conviction. Moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo Sara.
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight is poor. I can't see too clearly anymore.
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada, there's nothing to see. It's obvious that the Kujo clan did it.
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryou Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? And Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring down the Kujo clan. At that time, no one was held in higher regard than Isamu. So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki must have been planning it all along, that rascal. Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires, Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been too young. The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction? So he decided to strike first.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why would an impartial person like Madame Kujo Sara sign Ryuji's conviction so quickly? They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsukasa clan, so Kujo Takayuki must have told her to sign it immediately. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo Sara of anything, mind you. I respect her very much, but maybe she has a choice.
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo Sara must have had her own reasons. The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. I have to admit, he wasn't easy to track down. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out, poisoning Isamu, Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after his trail. Probably because he knew it was only a matter of time before he would be caught. Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone. I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation. After all, Shiroyama had a family to feed.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that at all.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. We all knew that Ryuji was just a scapegoat. You think the Takatsukasa clan wouldn't figure that out? They're not stupid. So, they were suspicious of the Kujo clan and invited Sango to take the case. However, the Kujo clan were still a step ahead and were able to remove themselves from the situation before the whole thing blew up. They drove Shiroyama to take all the blame as well as his own life. A perfectly clean cut of the Kujo clan. With Shiroyama dead, there was no one left to testify. Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's a wonder nobody's asked you to be an advisor yet.
Hey, that's their loss.
The whole thing is starting to sound complicated.
Hey, I brought the files. I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh? But don't believe everything they say. After all, people can tell you anything, and it's hard to separate truth from rumors without facts. So what really matters is the case files. Everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Please, take a look. Remember, you may find many clues during an investigation, but not all of them are useful. And in some cases, the clues you will find will not only be useless, but downright misleading. Also, if a clue cannot corroborate anything on its own, you can always compare it with other clues, and maybe then you'll find what you're looking for. Okay, that should just about do it. I'm looking forward to your results.
Hold on. What actually counts as a result?
Usually, you need to find two things from these clues: a proven motive and proven means. Once you can confirm these two things, the criminal can be proven guilty. All right, you can go ahead and get started now. I look forward to hearing your verdict. So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion? Sure. Let me know once you've made some progress.
Wow, Ryuji's conviction really was signed by Kujo-Sara. But now we know she had it wrong! Wow. Shiroyama's conviction was also signed by Kujo-Sara, just like Ryuji's. A synthetic toxin? What's that? Huh? That's weird. There's nothing here. This must be some of the false information that Hazel told us to look out for. Yikes! He ate all kinds of stuff.
Halo adik Yudiasa, terima kasih sudah mampir.
Come to think of it, Shiroyama was a forensic doctor. He could easily pull off something like this. Hey, this is the key to proving that Shiroyama was the murderer, right? That is, if he was telling the truth, of course.
Bang, pasif mana apa ya? Kok aku sering lihat dibuat untuk showcase. Bentar ya. Bentar ya.
Takatsukasa Isamu seems like a thoughtful person, but something about the tone sounds weird.
Ini bro.
So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion? Really? You found the criminal's motive and means that quickly? Awesome. All right, let's talk about the motive first. What clue reveals the criminal's motive? Excellent work. According to the victim's message, the two had deep conflicts. Although we cannot confirm whether the poison had been requested by the victim or not, it is true that Isamu used Shiroyama's family to blackmail him. Such circumstances could be enough motive for Shiroyama to commit the crime.
But wasn't Takatsukasa Isamu good to Shiroyama? He even went to Shiroyama's house to bring health supplements. But maybe he didn't really bring health supplements. Maybe it was something bad.
Is that what you think, Paimon? Well, we later found out that what Takatsukasa Isamu sent to Shiroyama's house was indeed health supplements. But if you consider the circumstances, what he sent wasn't important. What was important is that sending the supplements was actually a dangerous signal. Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's supplements at any time. If you really care about her safety, then get me what I want.
So scary! Your assumption sounds like a real threat.
Halo bro, aksi.
Are you?
Terima kasih
You don't
sudah
really catch
mampir.
criminals by standing in the light, do you? Basically, these two clues work to verify each other, and the murderer's motive is confirmed. Now, all that's left is the means of the crime. Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion? Bingo! The autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was a special toxin. The testament indicates that Shiroyama used his position as a forensic expert to mix the toxin into the cold medicine taken by the deceased. But is that really the truth? Is it not possible that the toxin was mixed into the fish liver paste? Well, according to the toxicology report, this white powder only dissolves in water. Neither rice nor the fish liver paste could be used as a carrier of the toxin. The cold medicine was the only option. Putting the poison elsewhere would not only fail to guarantee a lethal dose, but would also increase the chance of it being noticed by the deceased. Therefore, the means is also confirmed.
Iya bro, Yoimiya belum punya Yoimiya bro.
So the murderer really was Shiroyama.
Belum punya
Yep,
aku
pretty clear cut, wouldn't
Yoimiya.
you say? Look, I really don't know what Sango is so suspicious about.
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut. Huh. You could say it's almost too clear cut.
Oh? Well, let's hear them. Maybe I have answers. What's bugging you? Maybe the report was wrong. The International Trade Association is a gathering place for merchants from all over. Countless merchants pass through the port of Rito every day. It's natural for there to be a couple of missing records here or there. This also puzzles me. Maybe someone doesn't want us being privy to the contents inside, or maybe Shiroyama tore a bunch of pages out by accident. But regardless, this isn't essential to the case. Like I said before, a lot of what comes up in an investigation is irrelevant information. The crucial elements are Shiroyama's motive and means, which we have established. Very nice. Top marks for attention to detail. It doesn't have any real bearing on the case, but let me explain how that works for you. So, why would Madame Kujo-Sara sign one conviction sentencing Ryuji to temporary incarceration awaiting trial, and another conviction sentencing Shiroyama to death? You may have heard some rumors back at the station that when this case first came up, the Kujo clan higher-ups were in dire need of a scapegoat to keep the Takatsukasa clan off their backs. And poor Ryuji became the successful candidate. In less than a week, the conviction was drafted, sent to Madame Kujo-Sara, and signed. Allegedly, she knew what it was about as soon as she saw it, and signed it with no questions asked. But anyone who buys this story clearly doesn't know that much about Madame Kujo-Sara. She's the most principled person in the entire Tenryou Commission, for goodness sake. So, How would she respond to a case filled with unanswered questions and no confession from the suspect?
Oh, you mean...
Exactly. Before she signed it, she changed Ryuji's conviction from the death sentence to temporary incarceration. Ryuji escaped a disastrous fate without ever realizing it. Had Madame Kujo-Sara not changed his sentence, Sanga would have been seeking justice for a dead man.
Why was Sara so lenient with Ryuji?
That's the wrong question. This wasn't about Ryuji, but Madame Kujo-Sara's principles. The conviction could have been for a Ryuji, a Guji, heck, even a Tanuki, and she would have made the same decision. Given the enormous pressure she was under at the time, I'd say she did the most she could. Don't you think?
Pressure? Really? Was someone higher up putting pressure on Sara?
The pressure came from all sides. The deceased was the leader of the police station and the rising star of the Takatsukasa clan. All eyes were on this case. How this became reduced to the unimaginative rumor that Madame Kujo-Sara convicted Ryuji under pressure from her superiors, I have no idea.
Ugh. Rumors here, conspiracy theories there. Well, lies at every turn.
Fortunately, Madame Kujo-Sara works in an open and transparent manner and pays no heed to rumors like this. She just rolls her eyes and forgets all about them. Just because she has never publicly clarified the truth doesn't mean she was hiding anything. So when I asked her about it, saying it was relevant to a case I was working on, she just told me how it was. Believe me, in this case, more than any other, I have checked every last detail. Well, I've answered all your lingering questions, and you've checked all the material the police station has, so... what do you think? Case closed?
Paimon still feels like something doesn't add up. But then again, Heizo did give us all the files the police station had. Ugh, this is annoying.
I don't follow. Enlighten me.
Huh, right! Why do you keep emphasizing police station every single time?
You tell me. Why do I keep emphasizing police station every time? So we're finally here, huh? I was starting to think our investigation was about to end a little early. That would have been a real shame. Man alive, you finally saw through my little game. You're absolutely right. There is other information that the police station doesn't have. Reason being? It's my own evidence. And this evidence should help answer a couple of your questions more clearly. Why was the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? And where did the white powder come from?
Aha! Paimon knew you were keeping secrets!
Don't you have secrets too?
No. Nope. Definitely not.
Let's talk somewhere else. This isn't the best place for this discussion.
sudah biasa. Terima kasih sudah mampir. Segini sih bro. Lumayan bisa upgrade, tapi pasangin dulu sama karakter cryo sebiji.
Like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
This is a quiet spot. Let's talk here. All right. Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
Great! But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time!
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one who tore out the pages. Look, just read it over first. Finished? Do you see now? The method used by the perpetrator to commit his crime wasn't by putting the white powder in the cold medicine. That's correct. The white powder was Shiroyama's invention. As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsukasa Isamu. The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
Oh, that's awful. One was medicine, and the other was an expensive nutritional supplement. Both completely harmless.
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it. It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log? It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around and found out that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki before joining the police station. The Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with funds to study forensic science. I guess you could say that Kujo Takayuki's investment paid dividends in this case. Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. Kujo Takayuki had lost his grip on power, and the Tenryou Commission was undergoing a general reshuffle. To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo Sara put me in charge of building a case against Kujo Takayuki. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and every package until finally, I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying inside.
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along. What a nasty piece of work.
Let's review the whole case from the top. First, Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf. But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused. Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted Shiroyama's arm by making a veiled threat to harm his family. All Shiroyama could do was to secretly report everything to Kujo Takayuki. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver that was stalled when it reached Madame Kujo Sara. In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two. And yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy, that Takayuki. He must have wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future, and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic! We've got to report this to A. Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse!
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses. Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
But he's still innocent, right? Isn't it just a coincidence? Paimon really doesn't get how the law works.
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But in practice, Ryuji may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryuji would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. That's why he thought of Takatsukasa Isamu as a father figure. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or if Sango just hired him as a gopher, or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him. Well, as you can see, I'm a little less confident than people might think. To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back? Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Heizo, no problem's too difficult for you." But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. It must have taught you a lot. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. Right? So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or not. Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. Let's just say I'm leaving this teensy-tiny matter up to you. All right, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
Archons, please. These are all the snacks I have. Please let me grow up faster.
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Heizo. You're back already, huh? I bet you're tired. Well, I just bought some tonkatsu. Care to join me? There's plenty for everyone.
We'd love to. But wouldn't you like to hear the results of our investigation first?
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the results, we might not have anything to eat later.
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Okay then. Over to you, Heizo and Traveler.
Don't worry, just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts you, as do I.
Well, what do you know? I suspected that was the case. Please rest in peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No! Impossible! Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file? Carefully? Ugh! No, you little... chicken-knowing Heizo! You didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Sango, no accusations without evidence, remember?
The truth is out and the case is closed, Sango. Please don't send any more of your harassment letters to the Tenryou Commission. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler. I'll be sure to properly thank you later. Until then, see ya.
Hey! You're not going anywhere! Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective.
Please speak to
What will you have
President
me
Song.
solve?
I'm just a helper.
Inactivity
Please speak
serves
to
no
President
purpose
Song.
whatsoever.
I'm just a helper.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye? Oh, have they approved it already? The Tenryou Commission certainly has become more efficient ever since Kujo Kamaji took office.
So, what is Hazotalk's fraud?
It's an anti-fraud public awareness event. Basically, think of it as a short play about fraud. We'll get a few people to perform an entertaining drama in order to raise public awareness about the issue.
Ooh, so it's a play? Paimon likes the sound of that.
Well, see, fraud is a major issue here. You've traveled between different nations. I'm sure Mora isn't really an issue for you. You have to understand that scamming the poor of their money is essentially robbing them of their lives. Left unchecked, the situation could potentially deteriorate into something more serious.
That makes sense. But will putting on a performance really work?
It's hard to say. Preventing crimes is more difficult than solving them, there's no doubt about that, but prevention is also a more worthwhile cause. Maybe only a small number of people who attend the event will ever actually encounter a scam artist. And even then, of the handful of attendees who encounter said scam artist, I doubt many of them will be able to see through the scammer's ruse. But if even only one person escapes the clutches of a scam artist because of my event, then I'm willing to put on this play for that person.
Alright, count us in! Today we are the anti-fraud messengers!
Great! First, we need 3 actors, 2 to play the scam artists and 1 to play the victim. I already have a couple candidates in mind for the roles of the scam artists, so come with me to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it
Terima
alone
kasih
and
bro-bro yang sudah
unchanging.
mampir.